15 years ago this month, Laszlo Hanyecz made history by buying 2 pizzas with 10,000 Bitcoin. Had he instead held on to that Bitcoin, it would be worth over $800 million today. But back then, no one looked at crypto as a way to get rich. Plus, you had to be somewhat computer savvy to even use crypto. But these days, getting rich is pretty much the only reason people buy crypto. But how rich could an average guy like me get? Well, Jesse, Zach, and I spent 1 week deep in the trenches trying to make as much money as possible buying and selling meme coins.
I don't know, maybe I don't want to buy.
We lost money. We made money. We got rug pulled. We talked to degenerates. We talked to experts. I got emotionally attached to a meme. Becky, I did end up having a lot more fun than I thought I would, and my entire perspective on meme coins has shifted. Not necessarily for the better or worse. I got a lot of thoughts. Yeah. So we got together. Zach did a little research, as Zach does. And he showed us how to buy meme coins. Step 1, set up a wallet.
There's a lot of places online you can make a wallet. We're using Spot.dog.
Because they gave us money.
Step 2, buy some stable coins like USD coin or US Tether. These coins are pegged to the US dollar, so they never go up or down in value. In the crypto world, this is called your gas money.
Luckily for us, I already got us some gas money, and I'm going to transfer it to James and Jesse right now. Gas money, you can get that on Coinbase. You use your wallet's address to send that money from your Coinbase account to your meme coin wallet. The good thing with your wallet's public address, all they can do is send you money with that. They can't take money with it.
Oh, sick. Share mine. If you guys want to send me money, you can.
Step 3, find the coin address, which is just a long string of numbers used to identify a coin, like Trump tweets out. Copy and paste the address into the software to exchange your stable coin for a meme coin or any coin for that matter. But where do you find these coin addresses? Well, there are plenty of sites that you can use, Dex Scanner being one of the most popular. And let me tell you, they are scary places. All sorts of charts and graphs and numbers, market cap, liquidity, volume, fully diluted valuation. I don't know what any of this means. Good thing it's not updated by the second. Oh, it is? Oh, and there's lots of coins listed that are basically trying to be as offensive as possible. Meme coins, by their very nature, are like a joke that other people bet on. And some people have really shitty senses of humor. A lot of these guys think Elon Musk is funny.
I was born 69 days after 420.
Wow. So finally, I found a coin that I wanted to buy. I copied the address and initiated a purchase, trading my USD coin for Squeeze. And just like that, I bought my first official meme coin.
You're down $1.30.
So on day 1, I'm just really hoping at this point to do very little work to make very much money. I think that is kind of the fantasy surrounding crypto trading. Minimum work, maximum money. Turns out it's a little bit harder than that. Once I figured out how to buy the coins, the next challenge was deciding which ones were actually good investments, because Squeeze was not.
James.
Do you remember what you did at the Sacramento show?
Oh, no. Oh, I'm ruined.
I literally had no idea where to even start. And even though Zach had helped me get everything set up, he didn't really know what to do when it came to actually making money.
I don't know what any of these numbers mean.
And even if he did know what to do, he wouldn't have freaking told me, because for this week, that guy's my competition. It's dog eat dog, baby. Me versus Zach versus Jesse. If I were drowning and trying to get on his yacht, he'd step on my head. That guy wouldn't piss on me if I were on fire. And believe me, I asked him. So I hit up some friends to try and see if anyone knew anything about making money trading meme coins. My buddy Benji put me in touch with someone named Guy. Now, I don't know if that is his actual name. It sounds fake. Guy was very happy to help me, except he didn't really help me as much as just text me a lot of stuff that I didn't understand. Soon, I felt myself being swept off into this non-stop, can't look away or you'll lose battle of blind picking memes, hoping to somehow pick one that goes up.
I'm up 24 cents, dude. Sell, sell, sell.
And sell it before it drops back down to zero, which apparently happens very fast.
I stopped paying attention for a second, dude.
It's been 24 hours of trading meme coins. Let's check in and see how these dogs are doing. Up first, we got Zach, 902. Jesse, 923.
Wait, Zach, predictions.
I bet you're down to 830.
I think that's gonna be generous.
You think I'm way more down
I was trying to
than
be
that?
kind of mean about it.
Okay. You guys.
Oh.
I woke up this morning. Becky was doing well, so I sold off all my Becky.
Come on, Becky, pump it. Pump it, Becky.
Lost a nut on Miga.
Sell Miga. I gotta sell Miga. Oh, I'm getting pulled, dude.
Dude, my Miga. So my plan moving forward is more $25 investments. I think I got in my head this image of a guy on TikTok making $1.5 million off of 800, and I thought that would be me. Hey, it's early in the week, so we'll see where it goes. I waited for a dip this morning, got into Mint, but sitting solidly in second place. Might be first since we started. Let's see how Mint's doing. No, I'm down. Have you ever gone to a casino and played a game that you have no idea how it works? You put your money into a slot machine, you press the button, a bunch of stuff happens that's kind of pretty to look at, and then your money either goes up or down, but you don't know why. But you keep pressing the button until you either run out of money or get tired of being completely clueless. Yeah, so far trading meme coins basically feels like that. I was over trying to guess which meme would do best based on vibes. All Guy was doing was freaking me out. All those numbers and words and graphs were there for a reason. So I was hoping maybe there was a way to read those numbers, to make some smart buys and sells. Well, Zach had a couple buddies who actually work at a crypto exchange, so we gave them a call.
You can, like, all those numbers we're talking about and you're asking about, they're like all gamed.
It's like there's 1 billion fart coins in the world.
I bought Peanut really early.
I bought a lot of butthole coin.
People are always gonna fart.
That's fake butthole. I can't sell that butthole.
So that part wasn't really helpful. Something that is helpful, though, is today's sponsor, Ground News. As you'll see in a bit, we get suckered in this video. Multiple times. We got caught up in the hype. We followed X threads too deep. We drank the proverbial Kool-Aid, only to have the coin tank from under our bottoms. We were constantly going off only one side of the story. Having the full picture is critical when you don't want to be a sucker. And this goes for more than just meme coins. Whether it's the crypto market, stocks, world news, every source has a slant. And that's where Ground News comes in. It's a news app and website that pulls headlines from across the political spectrum and lets you compare how different outlets are reporting the same story, instead of just doom scrolling your feed. Take this story about Trump's tariffs. U.S. stocks sink as Trump's China tariffs spook Wall Street investors. Ground News shows that over 280 sources are covering the story, but depending on which side you're looking at, the spin changes a lot. One side frames it as a strategic play against China, and the other is calling it a completely unnecessary self-own. Ground News lets you see both takes side by side, along with factuality charts and ownership info, so you know who's behind the headlines. Look, I'm behind the headlines. They even have a feature called Blind Spot. No, not the Sandra Bullock movie. That's Blind Side. Blind Spot shows you the news stories underreported by your usual media bubble, so you're not missing entire stories just because of your algorithm. If you're into markets, politics, or if you just want to be less gullible, Ground News helps you understand the world from multiple angles. Go to groundnews.com/speed or hit the link in the description for 40% off the Vantage plan. Ground News is independently owned and subscriber funded, just like us, so go check them out. And now, let's get back to my downfall. I feel like Aiden Ross right now. Just losing change.
Guys, why am I poor?
My dream of low effort, high returns was fading. In fact, searching, watching, trading, and just generally worrying about my coins was eating up way more time than I anticipated. And this one thing kept happening. We were getting rug pulled.
Eggs is dumping.
Dude, this sucks.
It's free falling. Oh, I'm ruined.
Jesse just got rug pulled, dude.
Oh no, dude.
Holy shit, dude. It just dumped.
Yeah, dude.
Dump. Rug pull.
Dude, this sucks. Now, I really want to explain exactly what a rug pull is and how it happens, but for me to do that, you need to understand how meme coins are created and how they end up going up in value. Bear with me because this is actually pretty interesting. There are plenty of sites that make it easy to create your own meme coin. First, you pick a name. Really, this is the most important part. 90% of the success of your coin is gonna be based on the name. Basically, how funny is it and how long will lots of people think it's funny? Pick a name, choose a ticker, write a description, add an icon, and something that you might not realize you have to do, create a liquidity pool. That just means putting real money in a pot along with your coin so you don't need to match individual buyers and sellers. This pot or pool is more like a scale, and this scale has to stay balanced no matter what. This is the equation it's based on. So let's say, hypothetically, I start out with $10 on this scale. And for the sake of simplicity, let's say I only minted 10 of my coin. In this current configuration, someone can come along and buy one of my coins for roughly $1. Now let's watch what happens when they do that. This side suddenly gets lighter from losing a coin, and this side suddenly gets heavier from gaining $1. But if you remember, this scale has to stay balanced no matter what. So how would that be possible here? Well, one way would be for my coin to somehow get heavier until the two sides are balanced. Since all of my coins are the same, they go up and down in weight together, and a coin outside the pot gains weight, i.e. value. The more people buy, the more the price goes up. Now, usually these liquidity pools are backed by another cryptocurrency instead of dollars. Solana, Radium, and Orca are some of the most common. If you want your coin to succeed, you need a decent sized liquidity pool and enough buyers to drive the price higher. So theoretically, if you're not the most ethical developer, you could cash out once the price gets high enough by draining the liquidity pool. Since the pool now holds way more Solana than your token is worth, you pull out the Solana and leave everyone else holding worthless coins. Trading stops, you walk away with the money. And this is a reason that you'll see a lot of meme coins that have built-in liquidity pool lock. Basically an assurance that says, I couldn't pull out the liquidity pool if I wanted to. But there are other ways that people get scammed. One of the nastiest is the honeypot, where buyers purchase the token, but the token's code blocks them from selling it. Once they're in, they're stuck, and the creator keeps all the money. Then there's the classic pump and dump. This is when the creator of the coin holds on to a bunch of them, and instead of draining the pool, they just sell off their huge stash of tokens when the price peaks, crashing the market instantly. In fact, this doesn't even have to be the developer. It could just be someone who acquired a huge percentage of the tokens early on when they were cheap. And even if the whale is only able to send the price down by 10%, that could be enough to scare everyone else into selling, leading to a free fall straight down to zero. Liam and Nikki did give us good advice on how to avoid the most obvious rug pulls, which was really helpful.
Like if you see an irregular looking line, that's like not what buying and selling looks like on any market.
But if you do get in on one early and you see it climbing like that, what I say is like anytime you feel the need to take a screenshot, that's when you need to sell. That's when people are going to start jumping out.
With a honey pot, you'll look at the price and either be like, wow, this is the coolest chart ever.
Wow.
Just go straight up to the right. Immediately you should be like, that's not how any charts ever look. Or it's like a flat line, or it's just gonna look weird.
But ultimately, 99% of meme coins will crash. And the only way to make money is to sell your coins before that happens. Now, whether it's a honeypot, a liquidity drain, or a good old-fashioned pump and dump, the one thing all these scams or any price explosion followed by a crash all have in common is that for them to work, you have to convince a bunch of people to buy your token, which introduces one of the most hilarious parts of crypto culture, but also sometimes the darkest and most messed up. I got emotionally invested in my coins. I bought a lot more back in.
Oh no! What did we tell you about her?
Yeah, dude.
I started with $900 yesterday, and today I have
Hey, that's not bad,
$689.
yesterday I started out with $922. I have $618.45. Yeah, dude. I had a bad night.
Yesterday,
He
923,
was the leader yesterday.
859.
All right. Are you being very...
I'm being very,
Sensible.
very conservative.
Dude, not me. A lot of times I'll do 100 and I just bought $300 worth of Coke. You got to make a big bet or else you don't make any money back.
A few moments later.
Bad news about Coke.
Dang.
Dang. It's free fall.
It's going to rebound.
Yeah, it'll rebound. Like I mentioned before, for the price of a coin to go up, a bunch of people need to buy it. And then for you to make money, you need to sell it before everyone else does. So how do you get a bunch of people to buy your token? Well, you can try and get a bunch of attention by being really creative with the token's name and icon. I mean, it's a meme coin. You can also choose to make a coin that'll feel familiar. Maybe it's related to a current event, which can make the coin feel more relevant and not just something that a random dude or a group of random dudes made up, which it still is. And or you could try and convince people that there is something special about your token that gives it value beyond just speculation. You can build a website, spread the word, and get as many people aware of your token as possible. Make up some special technology that your token is going to deliver. Give your token a little backstory and a fun little cartoon. Another option that's gotten a lot of attention recently is using your celebrity. You can promise your fans and supporters who probably don't know a lot about crypto that it's some sort of investment or even that they could get rich. Some of them will, but most of them will be on the other side of a crash holding nothing. I do want to say that the majority of people go into meme coin trading knowing that it's just essentially another form of gambling, and they know that there will be a crash and it's just a game. There will be winners, there will be losers. They know what they signed up for, but there is a smaller percentage of people that are straight up just being lied to and scammed. If you're convincing your aunt to invest in a meme coin, or if you're like a person who has an audience and you're taking advantage of your audience's goodwill and they think they're supporting you by buying your coin that is like named after you, and you say like, hey, this really means a lot to me, guys, please support it, and you hold a majority of it, and then as soon as it reaches a certain value, you dump it, you're a piece of shit. A lot of people are going to lose money by supporting you. Like, that's f***ed. Sell a fucking hat, dude. Speed.co. You know what's cool? Currency. You know what's even cooler? International currency. Put that on GARM. Just kidding. We already did. Speed.co. International currency t-shirt. My personal favorite type of trying to convince a bunch of people to buy a coin so you can sell it before them and make money is the motivational speaker guy. Guys who talk like they're Coach Eric Taylor at halftime and they're down by 2 touchdowns. Like, they all doubted us before. Everyone's going to look like an idiot when we get all of our money from Blanc. I told you to believe at 12K. I'm telling you to believe here. This narrative is too big to ignore. Blanc is global news and history changing. Everyone who faded. I love it. I was honestly getting inspired. I was part of a community. It was awesome. You really do feel like you're part of something, easily forgetting that every second you continue buying more or holding on to a meme coin is just another chance that you'll lose it all. Dude, you can't go to lunch. If you're trading coins, you can't go to lunch. But dude, these guys were pumping me up. The third day was coming to an end and things were only getting worse. Are we rich? I don't know. Time to check in.
Boom, dude. Down bad. Oh, no, dude.
Yesterday I said that my plan was going to be to make a lot of smaller plays and try and make $50 here and there. I threw that away. I'm trying to make a big play. And then I woke up and I was broke.
Slow and steady wins the race, I think.
Apparently, the current market is also very volatile.
You guys are trying to invest in the most speculative asset at the worst time possible.
More power to you, though.
We were down bad. I wasn't feeling too good. I'd really hoped that at this point, at least one of us would have made any money. I was thinking back to our call with Nikki and Liam. It was pretty interesting to hear Nikki talk about some of the interesting use cases for crypto.
Being able to pay cross-border with no fees, and headlines of like banks openly telling you we're using stable coins behind the scenes to do settlement. Bitcoin as a store of value, like a gold replacement, makes a ton of sense. Then you move to like DeFi, which is a cool concept where like I could send you $10,000 right now and you could do whatever you want with it right now. And then gambling, stake, those kind of use cases through to meme coins, which is, it's the lottery, it's like a betting system, it's instantaneous, it's global. Like you're not just competing against Americans, everybody around the world is like participating in this, which is kind of a crazy thing compared to what we're used to.
And with all the stupid memes, I kind of forgot that at one point in time, this was supposed to be a very promising new technology. The first cryptocurrency ever, Bitcoin, started as a humble white paper in 2008. It was likely a response to the global financial crisis, a time when people were losing faith in financial institutions and the governments that regulated them. They didn't like that the government held the power to just print more money and bail out huge companies that had been acting irresponsibly. The white paper states that Bitcoin would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. It was meant to be an alternative to the dollar without the need for banks or government regulations. The fundamental technology that allowed it to work was really interesting. Among all the fart coins and Trump coins and rug pulls, and the three of us just losing all of our money, it's kind of easy to forget that back then, when that guy bought that pizza, it was out of a genuine excitement for the future of cryptocurrencies. I think history kind of remembers him as a dope, but when you hear this quote,
I just thought it would be really cool if I could say, hey, I just traded this, open source internet money for a real world good.
He's just a guy excited about a thing and thinking that that thing could actually make the world better. But as more people started to gain an interest in it and wanted to participate, well, the natural laws of supply and demand kicked in, and then greed, and then fear, and then more greed, until people stopped seeing it as a way to shape a more free and fair future and just saw it as a way to get rich, which I get, especially as the clear path to even a normal life becomes less and less clear. The promise of finding a job, working hard, and having enough money to buy a house, raise a family, and save for retirement is pretty much gone, which is why I think you see so many people trying to be influencers or obsessed with being entrepreneurial or trading crypto.
When you talk to young people, they're not just worried about finding jobs, they're worried whether or not those careers are going to exist in 5 years. You have AI-driven technological change and institutional instability.
There is no safe bet anymore, so you might as well gamble on memes.
It sucks.
Personally, I was down almost $700 and I was playing this zero-sum game, essentially gambling, and it really bummed me out thinking about how this once optimistic technology devolved into a cesspool of offensive memes and emotional manipulative games of last man in loses. I hated it until I bought Giza. Giza had a nice little bump, dude.
Giza. All my money's in Giza right now.
Something in the stars over Cairo aligned 60% gains on Giza. And I had my finger on the pulse.
Go Giza! To the moon.
Aliens, nerd something kind of funny.
It's prime internet. I'm in love with Giza.
Something right at home on the Joe Rogan podcast.
This new pyramid shit that's just come out.
Oh, this is insane. Giza jumped quite a bit.
I was part of the community. I was genius.
It's a historical breakthrough. I'm in. We're gonna let it ride.
I went from being a dumbass to a crypto big brain.
I'm not clocking out.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm staying in.
It is Friday morning, and I am into it.
James hated this yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm curious what happened.
One coin, baby. Time to see where we stand with about 5 more hours to make as much money as we possibly can.
Oh, even a bad tear, dude.
That's rough.
409. Where are you at?
You want Jesse to go first?
You just teed yourself up.
What? Yeah, what? Giza was doing pretty good.
No wonder.
Dude. I've been buying low, selling high, did some swing trades.
I'm curious to see about Jesse now. You're so boring, dude.
At the end of the day, winner takes all.
Like you get all our coins?
Yeah, but it incentivizes Jesse to like not sit on his 800.
Oh, yeah. Okay, winner takes all. I like this.
Dude, I'm totally prepared to open my laptop and see 0. So with only a few hours left, all of our money on the line, we make one final push to make gains and come out on top. And when the smoke cleared, I was up big, baby. The bell has rung. It is Friday afternoon. The Speed meme coin market is officially closed. Let's see where we stand.
I'll go first. I know, dude. I'm very consistent with my losses.
All right, Jesse.
Oh my god,
dude. And you were 100% in the market? But that's not what we're here to see. Oh! Dude, look at it from yesterday. I 4X'd on Giza. I'd gone from $344 at the beginning of day 4 to over $1,200 at the beginning of day 5. In just 5 days, I had made just over $200. I cannot tell you how hyped I was. That's almost 10 grand a year. I only looked at my computer for about 13 hours each of those days. Now I'm buying $100 worth of Becky. Becky's dropping. Overall, 3 out of 5 stars. Do not recommend it. I'm not built for this, dude. Thanks for watching. I love you.
I'm so good at pretending.